Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today this is my first obby. Oh my gosh, look at this. And I want to make it to the other side, so I'm trying to go to the other side. Oh, and I died. Oh my gosh, this is so sad. Okay, but anyways, as you guys can see, I have my first obby, and it's looking pretty neat. All the parts kill me. I go on the outside, it kills me. But the only problem with this is that when I actually go to my obby parts, this is where the problem actually occurs, okay? So as you can see here, I have many different scripts, okay? And these scripts, they basically are the reason my character dies, right? But the only problem with this is that it's on all of the scripts. Look at that, it's on all of my scripts. That's just not normal. And then there's also a touch interest. That just proves to show that this script makes it touchable. That's why it says not touched. So that's what touch interest is. But pretty much, as you guys can see, every single script I have here has die. Okay, and the problem with this is that this is really bad for your game. This is like super inefficient. Like, especially if I'm gonna be making this like a whole line of different obbies, and I have many different scripts just to kill one, just to make you die from one part. That's just gonna really lag up your game. And so in today's video, I will show you guys how to fix this problem. Okay, and it's very simple. So let me stop the game really quick. And first thing, let's just remove every part in here. And there's many ways of making this all run in one script, because we want to make this so we all have these death blocks run from one script. So let me just get the children, select children, and let me delete this. Delete. Okay, so we took out all those scripts because that's just really bad for our game, and we're gonna just get a script. Okay, so this script right here is just gonna be inside of the folder for the parts. So this is basically the parts. Okay, all the parts for the obby, and everything in this folder pretty much is gonna kill us. Okay, so this script right here, we'll call this die as well. And what we want to do is just get all of these parts, and the way to do that is just get the children of the folder. So we just have to do local get parts. Okay, it could be named anything, but I'll call it get parts equals script dot parent, which gets the model, which gets script. Script is right here, the parent of the script, which is parts. Okay, get children, and get children just gets all of the children of parts, okay, which is all of this. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna loop through all of these parts with a for I, v, and pair loop. Okay, so basically we're gonna do for I part in pairs, and then we're gonna put get parts inside. Okay, because get part has get children, so on here would be like a folder of some sort, so we'll put get parts. Okay, because we have get parts in a folder because we're using get children. Okay, and then we put do. Okay, so this right here is gonna loop through the folder. So let's just say loop through model. Okay, because this is a model, we're gonna loop all the parts to the model. And so we just have to check if it's not the script. So we'll say if not part is a script. Okay, actually this is a bit confusing. Let me do this. So instead of putting part, let me just put v, because everyone would put v, but I just went straight to part because that's what I do. But this is actually I guess this should be a v, and this just is saying the index, which is the number of the item. So this is going to be the first item, this is going to be the second item, that's the index, and then the variable, which is v. That's why it's called I and then v. It's just a little short abbreviation of that. And so the variable is the part itself. Okay, and we're just checking if the part is not a script, then continue the script down, because we have our script inside of the get children. Okay, and we just want to say that it's not the script. So if not variable is a script, then we're going to connect it to a touched. And we're going to do v.touched equals connect, or semicolon connect on touch. And we don't have on touch anything, so we want to make a variable for that. So local function on touch, and then automatically the hit parameter will come because of it's a dot touch, so the hit will be created. And over here we want to just get the local humanoid equals hit dot parent find first child humanoid, just to cause the damage. But we also want to check if parent is a thing, because what if hit does not have a parent? Then it's gonna say nil was with find first child. So a simple solution to this would be if hit dot parent, if not hit dot parent, if not hit dot parent, then return end. So this is just checking if there's a parent for the hit. Okay, that's basically what it's doing. And if there's no parent, then return. Okay, that means just ignore the bottom of the script and just go back. Okay, so that's what return does. It just means do not continue the function. Okay, and so we have the humanoid because there is a parent. That's why the script continued. And then we're gonna say if humanoid, then, so that means we found a humanoid. Humanoid dot health equals 0. Okay, so this is gonna loop through all of the parts in our model and then check if it is not a script, then put it into a dot touched connection. Okay, so it's gonna get all the variables into one script. Okay, this is all in one script, which is really efficient instead of spamming the script into all of it. This is gonna loop through all. That's why for IV and pairs is really efficient. And now let's just run the game to prove that it does work. Okay. Alright, so we're in our game, and I want to do my parkour. Oh, and I actually did it. I thought I was gonna mess up. Oh, and I messed up. Oh my gosh, I died. Oh my gosh. But you guys can see that it does the exact same thing, but the only difference is I don't have 50,000 scripts. Okay, and I just have a dot touch, so that was a bit scary. It looked like I had a lot of scripts, but it just has a touch interest just because that's what the script gives. That's what the dot touched gives. So it says dot touched, and that automatically creates a touch interest into each part that has the touchability. Okay, so yeah, that's really efficient, because the other way we had it was the script was pasted into all, and that's just really bad. But something else I want to say is there's also a better way than this. Okay, like in a mass. Okay, so let's say if we had multiple obbies, okay, or multiple models. So let's say we had another one over here and then another one over there. We wouldn't want to keep repeating the same script of die, right? Or we don't want to keep defining it, so we don't have to loop through all of it, because we have to define the parent and all that, and that's just a lot of work. And this is just going to take up one script for each obby. That just won't be efficient. So there's a better way of doing this, and that's to use CollectionService. And CollectionService is very simple to do. Pretty much CollectionService just basically gets a tagged item, okay, and it gets all the tagged items, and it just puts it into a function if we connect it to a function per se. Okay, so that might be a bit confusing, but here, let me just delete this, or at least copy this. Let me copy this die script and then just delete it from the parts. So now there's no die script in the parts. And let me go into service script service, and let me put the die script in there. And so what this is gonna be all of the parts that are gonna die from a server script. Okay, so that means every single death part is gonna run through this die script. Okay, and the first thing we need to get, we can't get script.parent because the script.parent would be service script service. That wouldn't make sense. So we're just gonna move get parts. But the first thing we need to get is local collection service. Okay, that is the thing we're going to use to get a tagged item. So we're going to do game get service collection service. Okay, so we got the collection service, and collection service just makes it so we can actually tag an item. Okay, so the next thing we want to make is a tag. Okay, and a tag is very simple. Basically, if you don't know what a tag is, it's basically a hidden name. Okay, that's the best definition I could give. It's basically a hidden name. It's not the name of the object itself. You can name this anything that you would want, but it's just a little tagged name for it. And so you need a plugin for that. I have it already. It's an instance tagging thing, but if you guys want to get it, you just go to Toolbox, and then you go to Plugins, and then you have to search up Tag Editor. Okay, this is the plugin that I use, and I think this is the only tag editor plugin that is actually the most popular. So it's called Tag Editor by the Sweet Heart It Choke. Okay, so yeah, get this one 377 votes, so you know that there's no viruses in this because of how much likes it has. So Tag Editor plugin, and then after you get the Tag Editor plugin, let's open up the window. Okay, so this is gonna make it so we can actually tag our items while editing. Okay, so without this plugin, because the other way we can tag an item, okay, this is just very simply we can do CollectionService add tag, and then we need the instance, let's say a part, but we don't have a part identified, but let's just say we have a part that is like local part equals workspace.part and all blah blah and all that, and then we want to tag it like kill part, okay, or tag it any name that we define. Okay, so we want to tag it kill part, and this is just how we would do it. But with this tag editor, it makes it possible so we don't have to use a script to tag a part. So that's why the tag editor is really helpful, because we can actually tag an item without putting it in the script, because this is the other way we can tag an item. This is also the other way we can tag an item through the script itself, and that's just not useful, because we have to tag it specifically from a script, but we want to tag it while editing. So with the tag editor, we want to create a new tag. Let's create a kill part tag. Okay, and you can name this anything we want, but kill part just, you know, defines it itself. It's just the name I'm gonna choose, okay, to identify all the parts that are killable. Okay, or I guess we could call this killable, because killable is a more valid, cooler name. Okay, actually, we have to delete this. So how do we delete this? So we have to delete that, confirm, and so let's just call this killable. Okay, so we're gonna tag all these parts with killable. So what we just do here is we just underline all the death blocks, just like that, and then we click on this little check, and that just basically gives it a tag. Okay, and it's hidden. You won't be able to see it. There's no way to see it unless if you use the tag editor plugin. You can even look at world view. World view just makes it so you can see all of the visualized tagged objects in the 3D view. So, okay, as you can see, there's a little definition for that. And so yeah, it just tells us all of the tagged items, and it gives us the tagged name. So it has a hidden tag named Killable inside of that part. Okay, and yeah, we could tag more things. We could tag this part right here. We could even tag models, but that wouldn't make sense to tag a model, because we want to just make this killable. Okay, so now we tagged all of the items as killable. Now we need to actually call all of the tagged items. Okay, so we do CollectionService get tag. Okay, so this gets all the tagged items. Okay, CollectionService get tagged, and then we do killable, okay, to our corresponding name, because all of the tagged items will be called from this. Okay, so CollectionService get tag killable, and it doesn't matter where this thing is. It could be inside of server storage, and it will still receive a server storage. Will still receive the killable function. Okay, it will still receive this function because it's getting all of the tagged items of killable, if that makes sense. Okay, and we don't have to check if it's a script, because we know that we tagged an item that's going to be a part. Okay, so we know that V is going to be a part 100% because we know that we tagged only parts. Okay, if we tagged a model, then the script would error, but we only tagged parts, so this should work. Okay, loop through all tagged with Killable. Okay, and so I hope that's not confusing. And also, because we are using this plugin, it also creates a tag list. Okay, and a tag, it's just a simple way to store the name of the part of the tag. Okay, so we just stored the tag, so just don't delete this. I don't think it will work if you delete the tag list, so just keep tag list in service storage. That doesn't really take any space. Okay, and we'll turn off worldview. That just shows us the items that are tagged in our workspace. And we'll turn off the tag window, and it's that easy. We just tagged all of these items with Killable, and it's a hidden name. We don't see it in properties. There's no way we can see that it is tagged Killable unless if we have the tag window opened up. Okay, so we have all these items tagged. In our script, we get the tagged items that are tagged Killable because that's the name we chose, and then we connect it, we loop it through for Ivy and Pear, and then we connect it to a touch. Okay, so now let's run our game. Alright, and now let's do our parkour because we're great at parkouring. Oh, and I died. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh, this game sucks. Oh my, actually, and it works. Okay, as you guys can see, I go on any part and it kills me. Oh, that one was delayed. Why was that one delayed? Let me try that again. Okay, that must have just been a weird little thing. I don't know why that was delayed. But yeah, this pretty much works, and it's a hidden tag. And no matter where your parts are located, it doesn't include any other script. It gives a touch interest no matter where it is, and it runs through all in one server script. Okay, it's amazing. It's super efficient. This is probably one of the best systems you can do to make your game the fastest it can be by just tagging the item as Killable. Okay, and that's pretty much it, guys. That's the best way you can tag items. That's the best way you can make Killable blocks. Okay, I don't think there's any other best way than this because we're using a simple tag and running it all through just one script. This is just completely amazing, and because you guys understand collection service now, you can do this with many other type of things just to give it a built-in function. Okay, because that's basically what we're doing. We're giving the parts or the tagged items a built-in function, which is just amazing. And this all runs through just one server script, and that's just phenomenal. Okay, this is really amazing. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You guys take care now, and I'll see you guys next time.